Evening, everyone. The bitter cold weather is causing big problems for firefighters.
We have the Newark factory fire covered from the air and the ground. We're going to begin now with News 2 reporter Kendra Farn. Kendra, what can you tell us?
Lisa, there are 120 firefighters fighting this blaze. That's 23 companies from Newark alone, and we've just been told that 8 more companies have been called in from Essex County. That's about 35 more firefighters on the way. We have pictures live from Chopper 2 to show you what this incredible scene looks like. It's a 4-alarm fire that broke out about 3 o'clock this afternoon at a brand new candle factory, open only just a few months. The address is 191 Fabian Place. They have evacuated about 30 homes on this street, and we're told on the other side of the factory there are 3 homes. The wind blowing so hard, the fire is now destroying those homes, and when it all settles down, there won't be much left. The Red Cross is here to help with people who have been evacuated. The big problem here, the weather. 18 degrees outside with, of course, that wind chill factor. It is feeling like 19 degrees below zero for these firefighters. There is a wind chill advisory in effect telling all of us, don't go outside tonight unless you have to. These firefighters, of course, have no choice. The winds, 20-mile-per-hour winds. Also remember, it's a candle factory. A lot of negative conditions here. We just talked to a firefighter, a chief in fact, who tells us the wind and the wax are both big problems.
Well, because of the wax and because of the conditions we have right now, it's a very difficult, large area fire that we have to contend with. It's very difficult conditions between the wax, the fire load of the building, the temperature right now, and the conditions, yes.
How are your firefighters holding up with the cold weather?
Well, we're lucky. We're coming into a change of tour right now. Everybody's cold. You see them walking around like icemen. We're coming into the change of shifts, so we're going to get some fresh guys in here soon.
And fresh guys they need. It is cold out here. Just standing here, I can't imagine having to deal with these conditions and fighting that blaze. One injury, we are told. We do not know if that injury is a firefighter or just a passerby, a bystander. They have been transported to Newark Beth Israel Hospital. Also, a number of people suffering from smoke inhalation who have driven themselves to the hospital and checked in. We are told by workers of this factory that the owner of the factory, his dog actually died. They weren't able to get the dog out. We have also learned a lot about this company. This is an old factory, an old candy factory, not candle, but candy factory. The building sat vacant for years and years, and the Mercury Candle Company just opened in September. We talked to a couple workers. There were about 15 workers inside the factory at the time. They tell us they heard what sounded like some type of explosion in the back of the factory, and then they all ran out. That is all they can tell us. The arson squad is here on the scene, but the chief tells us they have no idea at this point what started this blaze. They will be on this scene without a question for several more hours, and we will, of course, have the very latest tonight at 11. Back to you.
All right, Kendra, we'll look for you then. Thank you. And our other